Joining us now is technology expert Jason Petersen. And today we're going to talk about several things. Let's first kick it off with technology giant Apple.
Yes.
A lot of speculation on what they're going to be doing, and anniversaries are coming up, so big announcements.
Yes, so this is going to be the 10th anniversary of the iPhone. It's hard to believe it's already been that long.
All right.
And so they're going to try pull out all the stops. I mean, there's some speculation it's going to be nothing super big, but I think the big thing is it's going to be kind of a curved angle, no more home button. I think that's going to be one of the things that changes. There's been popularity with this augmented reality or virtual reality where you see they put the big goggles on and stuff.
Yeah.
They're kind of clunky looking. Apple's supposedly going to be coming up with something that's kind of interesting there for that 3D experience.
Maybe a little more sleek.
Yeah, more sleek. You know how Apple always does their thing. But no, I mean, like we were talking earlier, that it's interesting. The Apple stock keeps going up. Samsung got a little bit in trouble with the phones catching on fire.
Exactly.
Samsung's going to be coming out with their Galaxy 8, so that's going to be a big thing to watch for. Again, wireless charging is there, kind of the waterproof stuff that's going on as far as the phones go. I don't know about you, but I've dropped my phone. Like, I dropped it in a pool one time.
Sure.
So I've definitely got my phone wet a few times. So that'll be a good thing. I think the phones are supposed to be waterproof.
And the iPads and everything else, everything's advancing as they all seem to do
Yes.
every year.
The iPad actually, they just released some updates, and the updates are actually cheaper. So if anybody has not bought an iPad yet, this is probably the best time to buy them because they're very, very powerful. They're fast, they're speedy, and they're going down there. You can get a good iPad for $350, which again, in the
Very
Apple
nice.
world, that's pretty cheap.
That is cheap.
So a lot of good stuff going on with Apple.
And of course, with these new advancements, a lot of business owners want to know, how do I use them to help my business grow, and what are some problems I'm currently experiencing with my business? And as a technology expert, you definitely play a big role in that.
You bet. No, I think a lot of times where people struggle is trying to fit all these gadgets together. I mean, now we got smart TVs, and then we've got these tablets, and we've got smartphones and Macs and PCs. And so, I think a lot of times I see where pretty much everybody has a smartphone. And so just getting that to operate the way they want it to, so that they get all their emails and they have all their contacts and everything and stuff, and then just learning how to use it in a smart perspective. So I think it's that generation that maybe wasn't used to technology as much. Now they have these things and they really don't know the potential. So I see that. And then again, I think just from a business perspective, trying to, technology is not that, expensive anymore. You can get tablets, you can get PCs, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. So just knowing what's trash versus what's a good deal. Like I said, with the iPads, that's a great deal right now if you haven't bought a tablet before. So yeah, I think there's just technology becomes and becomes more cost effective. So it's a good time to be buying stuff.
There you go. And if you're not buying stuff, you may be a little behind when it comes to business.
Correct, just a little bit. I was going to say, you definitely, again, security threats are always an issue. So making sure your PCs and your Macs are all up to date and everything. The phones are pretty solid, but making sure those are up to date. For those Windows users out there, Windows 10 is really, really, really good. Windows tends to go every other one as far as what's good and what's bad. But Windows 10 is good, so Mac tends to be pretty good, but there's been some nasty viruses out there. So just make sure your PCs are all up to date and good, got your virus protection, and just don't click on anything that seems suspicious.
Well, good to know. Thank you, Jason. And we will be right back with a recipe from the test kitchen. You're watching Channel 8 Eyewitness News Midday.